it isn't my old arch nemesis, the Teen Titan.
Hey everyone, Rascal here.
And Mama. Welcome to Paws On Animation and our podcast.
And today we're continuing our coverage of Halloween/Spooktober themed episodes for animation. And this time is from Teen Titans Season 2 episode, Fear Itself.
Now this Season 2 episode is one of the show's darkest ones, as it shows the Titans trapped in the tower attempting to defeat a villain that seemingly come out of the horror movie that they were watching, but there's way more to it than meets the eye. So, before we start,
be sure to like, subscribe, with notifications on future podcasts and multiple pause videos.
Yes, and thank you for joining us for this Spooktober podcast, for subscribing, sharing our videos, and so much more. We appreciate you very much.
Yes.
Now, we know you know about Teen Titans, but just in case you don't, as we mentioned, this is one of the most standout episodes of the entire series. This series ran from 2003 to 2006.
Yeah.
5 seasons. Produced by DC Entertainment and Warner Brothers Animation. And this is a team of crime-fighting teenage superheroes. Hooray!
Hooray!
And they're all our favorites, but everyone has one specific that's their favorite.
Right.
And we ended up choosing this because it was one of those episodes like Star versus the Forces of Evil, Hungry Larry, that when you saw it, it threw you for a loop. You didn't expect what was happening.
Right. And there's actually quite a few episodes in 03 that are really good contenders for being October themed episodes. There's this, there's Haunted, there's The Beast Within.
Yes.
There's quite a few episodes they have that are pushing the envelope for the eeriness of it. We chose Fear Itself because it was actually the most themed like a Halloween episode, having to deal with a horror movie villain.
Yes, and it was the one that you didn't know what was happening. When this aired, you weren't sure if the show was going to be canceled or not. You weren't sure if they're going to take out a character. It's different watching it now because you know it lasted 5 seasons. But when you were watching in Season 2, you didn't know what the heck was happening.
Right.
What was going on, because everything seemed real.
Right.
Everything seemed like all the team members were being eliminated one by one.
Exactly,
and they didn't know what to do. And it started off pretty innocently, as most of these episodes do. They're having a good time. They want to rent a horror movie to watch at home.
Right. And it comes after they defeat Control Freak, who's just gonna tear up all the video store because they didn't carry all of the Star Trek movies. It's like, that's pretty petty. Yeah. So after they beat him, they said they get the movie, and Beast Boy wants to have a scary movie night. And one of the reasons he wants to is because Raven doesn't seem to be scared of her or anything, so he tried to pick the movie that would probably terrify her. And every time he comments about it, she has this smart A answer, and then he just cartoonishly falls apart every time. It's hilarious. And after they watch the movie, and they're visibly terrified after they finish, like, oh, they know it's not real, but it was a good time anyway, and they actually enjoyed it. And then all the crap starts to happen after they go to sleep.
Yes, like when you watch a really scary horror movie in real life.
Yep.
Now, 2 standouts about this episode. 1, originally aired February 7th, 2004. In the 2nd season, it really started stepping up the content and the intensity and being really different from season 1's episode.
Right.
And number 2, this episode was written by Dwayne McDuffie.
Yes! So I told you he's a master of just about every genre when you think about the shows he's done.
And then, as we mentioned, one by one, the Titans began to be eliminated. First up,
a Beast Boy, because funny guys go first!
And he says he probably tastes delicious. I guess because he was vegan at the time.
I guess, right? And the whole thing does play out like a horror movie where each one's eliminated. And at first they're going to split up. He says, did you not see the movie? They hunt you down one at a time. Well, they still do it, even though you're all together, so it didn't even help. And when you're watching it, like you said, the characters don't know and you don't know. And you barely get any hints on what's really behind it, because the whole time you're thinking it's Control Freak, like getting his revenge and using the remote, and they said, well, the remote's still here, so he's not in the tower, something else is here. And it really starts to freak you out that it's something that's not human is in there. And you're also like, oh gosh, are they going to make it out of this?
So the next to disappear is
I think Robin, right?
Yes.
Yes, Robin's disappeared because he's about to, I guess, spoil it and tell you because he figured out what was going on and the monster takes it.
I was going to say, yeah, take the leader out. It didn't take the leader out first. It took out Beast Boy because he tastes delicious. It took out the leader. And Robin, you were surprised how he got taken out because he's always really alert and knows what's going on, but no. And then right at this point, you can see everyone but Raven is afraid. She says she's not afraid, but you can kind of see she's wondering what in the heck is going on.
Right.
So we've gone from 5 to 3.
Yes.
Next up is
Starfire. They go to the basement and Starfire.
She is cyborg.
Yeah, and they have to go to the basement, and it's and every time someone moves, you start shooting at it. And then actually some things come out. It's like, okay, now you can shoot at it.
And then she gets taken down in the goo.
Yeah, might call goo. Yeah, it's like, ugh, creepy.
And then that leaves just 2, Cyborg
and Raven. And then right after they leave, and it was probably the most disturbing one, not because you didn't see anything, it's because you didn't see anything. And as Raven walks away, Cyborg has this bizarre look. Turn around, he's gone. You didn't even get to see what got him. What did he see? He's just gone.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, it gets worse.
So then you start to see her face, and she keeps saying, I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid. And then you finally see this fear beginning to appear on her face.
Yes.
Because all her friends are gone.
Yeah.
And she's left by herself, and she actually starts running.
Yeah.
And when we originally saw it, I was like, okay, Raven's the master of all of this stuff. She's going to take down whatever it is. And when you see her start running, you're like, okay.
It's like, oh, this must be really bad.
And then one by one, as these different things were taking the other team members out, well, they know Raven, so they all come at her at one freaking time.
Yeah, it was getting so bad. And by the time it gets to the end, you finally find out what's causing the monsters to show up. But yeah, it was like a horror movie.
Raven herself.
Because she wouldn't admit she was afraid. It built up in her powers.
So after she finally admits that she's afraid, then things calm down.
Right. And she sells down everything. Titans come back.
And of course Beast Boy goes, that was fun. Can we do that again?
Afraid not. That was better than any horror movie can ever do.
It wasn't fun when you were running.
Right, the funny guy.
It wasn't fun when you thought you were going to be eaten. But this was an episode we thought definitely deserved one of the 5 spots on this week's top 5 Spooktober episodes because it was just brilliant.
Yeah.
And of course, when you learn it's Dwayne McDuffie,
of course,
it makes perfectly good sense.
Because he was good at just about anything he wrote. He was great at action, great at drama, great at horror, great at comedy. He could do anything. You had The Beast Within. You had Haunted.
Haunted.
Yeah.
That one. Haunted is another one that if you're already watching this on DVD, you might as well watch The Haunted.
Yeah.
And The Beast Within because it's like a trifecta. This season really seemed to be gauged for increasing the horror element. There's no other way to do it.
I think they call it rising tension, I think.
Definitely.
Yeah. And for me, I know there's going to be people that like the slasher films and the gory films and things, and everyone's got their preferences in horror. But I think to me, the ones that make the impact the most as horror films or scary episodes or Halloween episodes or anything like that are the ones that don't show anything. That there's more unnerving of just seeing hints of it and you're not seeing anything. People are gone or missing or out of commission and you can't see what it is. Those types of rising tension type episodes, movies, or what have you, I think that have the mystery within them are what sticks in people's minds most of the time because a lot of people now just do movies and stuff where they just show you and tell you everything and try to get that adrenaline rush out of you and being fearful, but fear itself literally was true to its title. It was the fear that was terrifying more than anything else, just not knowing what the heck was causing the evil.
Yes. And to start off the season, last but not least, we had How Long Is Forever. And I think they really set the tone for how the season was going to be.
Yeah.
But you didn't realize that when you were watching it.
Right.
So if you have seen Fear Itself, let us know in the comments below. Is it one of your favorite episodes of the season? What do you feel about it as being great for Spooktober focus?
Yeah.
Let us know in the comments. If you haven't, get to watching season 2. The entire season is fantastic. Every episode is great.
Yes.
We picked these out because of the time of year, but every single episode is fantastic. Watch the entire season, especially Fear Itself. Come back, tell us what you think.
And if y'all know already, subscribe for updates. It will give you his favorite anime series, anime shows, and all things animation.
Absolutely. And quick shout out to one of our favorite casts of all time.
Yep.
Scott Menville, Ashley Johnson, Tara Strong, Greg Stipes, Carrie Payton, and Hendon Walsh.
Yes. So, thank you so much for watching Rascal Entertainment.
And I'm Mom Entertainment.
Have a toon-tastic day.
Peace.
You know, your haunted house was way creepier than that stupid movie. Any chance you'd want to do all this again for Halloween?
I'm afraid not.